Hola, this is Jarbo from MovieDropSquad.com here with your review of, or my review of Night at the Museum 2, Battle of the Smithsonian, starring Ben Stiller, Amy Adams, Hank Azaria, Robin Williams, Owen Wilson, Steve Coogan, Bill Hader, and a ton of other people that I just don't want to go into. I was really excited for this movie when I first saw the trailer for it because I thought that Night at the Museum was so chock full of imagination and glee that I watched it several times and I loved it every single time I watched it. So the sequel had to be bigger and better and crazier and zanier, and I was really hoping that Thomas Lennon and Robert Ben Garant could deliver. You may know them from being Jim Dangle and Deputy Travis Jr. on Reno 911. Yes, those two guys wrote both of these movies. So I was really anxious to see what they did with it, and I was happy with it. The storyline is pretty simple, a couple years after Ben Stiller's character was at the at the museum, he leaves, invents his flashlight shit, goes back, finds out that everyone's being sent to the Smithsonian because the museum is like pretty much kind of closing or changing gears, and the monkey steals the tablet. They go down to the Smithsonian and shit goes crazy. So then he goes down there and has to try to save the day. And I was really impressed with how they worked it in there. He went down there, like he became the guard and he snuck in, did this whole nice cool James Bond sequence, fought Jonah Hill, and got the tablet back. But the great thing was there was this scene where when he first gets down there and you find out what's going on because it's daytime, and the Common Raw, played by Hank Azaria, him and his men are there, and they're outside this Connex box, and inside the box are everyone from the from the museum, and they're like mid battle, and then they froze, and I was looking at that thinking this was like this really epic looking sequence of like a battle frozen in time. It was so awesome to look at. I was hoping that we would have seen more of it. Like I'm hoping that they show some of that on the behind the scenes. And then, of course, he gets the tablet, sun goes down, everything goes crazy, and he goes on his way. And then, he meets Amy Adams, who plays Amelia Earhart, and she is, like, sexy as ever. I'm talking, like, hotter than she was in Enchanted sexy. So, he goes with her, and they try to figure out this whole thing, and they go to different points of the Smithsonian. And I guess the tablet's power is it brought the entire 19 buildings to life, or every building it went into came to life. But then they stayed alive because they all kind of came together later on. But it was a nice, fun, solid movie. It was trying to be bigger and badder and crazier, and a few areas it fell a little flat, but it was entertaining to watch. There's a lot of good jokes. Darth Vader and Oscar the Grouch showed up. That was a really classic scene that you see in the trailer. Hank Azaria was fantastic. He played Common Raw, did the voice of Abraham Lincoln, and he also did the voice of the Thinking Man, and he just brought his Simpsons repertoire to that a little bit, and he had a lot of fun. Sean Levy directed. I thought he did a great job. Robert Ben Garant, Thomas Lennon continue to amaze me with their imagination and creativity, and I really want to see a third one in the series because of the way it ended solid. It ended where you didn't need to go farther into the series at all. But I'm sorry, I love the characters too damn much, and I really want to see more from Jedediah and Octavius because they're still my two favorite characters out of the movie. So yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, go check out Night at the Museum 2. It's a nice, fun romp, an afternoon delight, if you will, of entertaining, of imagination and creativity that we still see in the theaters today. So this is Jarbo from Movie Drop Squad, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.